feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please,
no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, so do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Welcome everybody to
Please,
another
Lord,
episode
give me
of
a sign,
Gangish, baby, from Gangish Crew.
sign.
We get it in, homie. Me, you, Jack,
I feel like I'm
everybody,
losing
homie.
my
We get it
mind.
in. We help each other out. I help
everybody
you
in
out.
the
You help
world
me out. I do everything I can.
Please,
homie.
Lord,
Just
give
try to
me a
make
sign,
my world.
a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Because I got this dog right here. He's a great
I feel
dog.
like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
You can help me.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Go back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Right?
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid.
357.
Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit.
This is fucking ridiculous, man. Oh, fuck. Yeah.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown. Get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Let's get it.
There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new state, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Y'all ready?
Is everybody in the world
I can take this. We can take this down.
Please, Lord,
I don't
give
even
me
need
a
that.
sign.
We're gonna get us something to just chill with. Maybe daydreaming. There we go. Something chill. How's everybody doing tonight, homie? So, I'm gonna tell you guys how I'm doing. First thing I want to do is shout out my channel members because Havitmore jumped back in. She, for a couple days, she was like, I'm done with this fool. I'm done with him. And then she thought about it for a couple days and was like, maybe I ain't done with it. Maybe I'll. So she ain't threw me out yet. I'm still sleeping on the couch. She's thinking about it. So, I want to shout out to Havitmore for coming back to the family. For the Gangish family. Gangish from Gangish to grad school, baby. I want to shout out Bigfoot. I want to shout out Wesley Mitchell. Off top, Wesley Mitchell, one of the best subscribers in the game, homie. My lazy eye's acting up a little bit today. It's been acting up, so I don't want to hear y'all talking shit. If you see it, it happens, right? I'm one of them dudes. So, Vegas profile stories, homie. That's been one of my dudes from the start, homie. Guaranteed, $2.99 a month. Every month, homie, homeboy looking out. You know what I mean? So don't be scared, homie. The link's in the description. The link's in the description for Coffee Brand Coffee, and the link's in the description for, you know what I mean, for becoming a channel member, right? So jump on in for the Gangish family, man. It comes with private access to me. You know what I mean? That's actually part of it is, you know, we talk pretty much on a consistent basis. You know what I mean? Because I support my channel members, and I can barely see out of these glasses because my dog licked the front of them, right? And so I can't see for shit trying to get out of these things. Let's see if I can see out of that. It ain't great, but it'll work. Bam, let me get to the... Yeah, okay, it looks like my music was all messed up. Is it good now? It's good at least now. I got it figured out now. You know? So, we got... Right, so the government's trying to figure out whatever they could do. This is just like the same thing I was talking about with the homosexuals, right? With the gay people. Okay, they've decided that what is going on is because of their policies that they have enacted, we now have a surplus of gay people, right? We've got a whole bunch of children, some of whom are actually gay, and then a whole bunch of them that are actually acting like they are gay because it's like a cool thing to do now, right? It's just part of like part of whatever. It's just part of the world now. So that is kind of, we're becoming used to that, right? At least I am, because I work in catering, right? And so there's some homosexuals in there. If you haven't noticed or not, there's some homosexuals. So they're around and they're really starting to become entrenched, you know what I mean, in the workforce. And then on top of that, it's not only that, it's becoming entrenched where like people actually understand now, okay, gay folks are around and they're going to be working with you like pretty much all the time. You're going to have to figure that out. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to throw a fit and be a child? I'm sorry if my nose is itching. My nose is itching really bad. I'm not on H, I promise. I promises. I am going to need some water though. I need to get my jug of water. And I need a joint. I need to roll a joint. But anyway, let's get back to the whatchamacallit. Let's get to some comments. I got all my homeboys in here, all the homegirls in here. Everybody, hey, what up? Da 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 da. And I ain't even shouting them out, man. GT Gibbs is always there, homie, on Facebook. Join me on Facebook, homie. Gangish on Facebook and on Instagram as well, homie. Gangish 5555, right? 55th, homie. We keeping it 55th Street over here, homie. And I named these channels. I named that channel before I ever met C-Mac, believe it or not. So it's 55th, homie. We're going to keep it 55th over here, homie. DJ D, I don't remember you off the top of my head, but I do remember you because I know that thumbnail, homie. I know that thumbnail. You can't get away from that thumbnail. Yeah, GT Gives. Look it out. Super Beasto, what up, my homie? Angelo Garza? I need an Anthony Garza. Where's Anthony Garza, homie? Somebody get me Anthony Garza. God damn it, Anthony. We need to talk. No, that's one of the homies. That was one of the big homies from my hood. His name's Fraggle. Fraggle Rock. Big ugly motherfucker, so they called him Fraggle Rock. That was my dude, though. That was my fucking homie. He's a tattoo artist, actually. There was a couple tattoo artists from my fucking audio. Him and the homeboy Speedy. I think Speedy took it more serious than he did, though. If we're going to be honest. You know. I feel like he really put in some effort. You know, at first it was cool just letting him just throw tattoos on, but after a while it was like, hey, homie, could you at least like fucking try? You know what I mean? Super Beasto! Levels all fucked up. Audio check, pocket check, sucker. Okay, music's overpowering. It shouldn't be anymore. That's like me with, goddamn, man. I'm just gonna abandon the fucking glasses. Every time I put them on, I start sweating, and then they fog up. All crazy, so I'm over it. I should go get my safety glasses. But, I'm still in the the fur biscuit. Jack, where you at? That's my dude. Tubin. I never heard any of it before, but it's good. Poor dad can't dance. Gotta get this dye out of my hair. But I'm gonna be listening. Okay, thank you, brother. That's all I could ever ask for. Homie, I appreciate you guys. Oh. Smoke a joint? I am about to smoke a joint. If anybody wants to pop up, there's a link. I ain't talking about nothing. I'm just chilling. I got my teacher canceled class. My teacher canceled the class. My teacher canceled the class, so I've got a free day, and so I did my coding homework for next week, so I could be ahead. And then I got into the stuff that like I'm doing kind of like extra work here is what I'm doing. I got into Adobe Dreamweaver, which is the stuff that Puffykins has been doing. Puffykin's been doing. So I'm going to get in there so I can learn some of that stuff. So then maybe I could even study with her a little bit. And I think that'll be a good, you know what I mean? It'll be good if we're on the same page. Because I pay for the Adobe suite. I buy the whole thing. I don't just buy Premiere Pro. I buy the whole thing. It's like $60 a month or something like that. And so it's just something you kind of need. It's something that you have to have. I need it anyway. Maybe other people don't need it. That's fine. I need it. It's something that I need. So I pay for that joint. I figure if I'm paying for it, if I'm paying for Adobe Dreamweaver, which is some really powerful software, I might as well use that shit. If I'm gonna be paying for it anyway, somebody should be using it. Man, I feel like I'm gonna puke. Jay Millie, what up, homie? I see you. Thank you for stopping by, homie. I appreciate you. The link's there if you want to chop it up. We ain't talking about nothing. What am I talking about? You know what I mean? What about Britney acting crazy, homie, with them knives? Cha 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 cha. Cha 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 cha. She still be spinning, homie. Like she still likes that spin move. That hit me, baby, one more time. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, I can't sing very well, but you know what I'm talking about. And she be spinning around with them knives and shit. And that's what her husband said. Who's that dude? She married some dude, and he was like, "Oh yeah, this bitch is crazy." He was like, Britney Spears, hell yeah, I'll marry Britney Spears. And then imagine how bad it would have to be for you to be like, fuck this, dude. For you to get rid of Britney Spears. How bad would it have to be for you to get rid of Britney Spears? This bitch is crazy. She got all that money. She's still hot. She looks funny because she's crazy. You know what I mean? But she would actually look hot if somebody actually did like some real work with her. You know what I mean? And dressed her up, right? Put some fucking clothes on. I don't know what her trip is with being fucking naked in front of the camera. You know what I mean? You can get OnlyFans if that's what you're trying to find is you know what I mean? You could do that. I don't even know, is she on OnlyFans? I haven't heard anything about her being on OnlyFans, but it wouldn't fucking surprise me. I don't think she's hurting for money, but she's not hurting for money, I don't think, but she's hurting for work. She's hurting for work in general, right? Because nobody can hire her because she's fucking crazy. You remember Amanda Bynes? Amanda Bynes is crazier than shit, too. We were born on the same day, and I had this crazy crush on her whenever I was really young. And so, us being born on the same day, and I was a child, I was like, oh, yeah, this is clearly fucking, we're meant to be together, you know what I mean? So I kind of stalked her a little bit as I was growing up, you know what I mean? Followed her and seen what she was, man, she's crazier than 10 motherfuckers. It wasn't meant to be, put it that way. We weren't meant to be. She's super goddamn crazy. Irony Fisticuffs, good to see you. I love that name. My homie Irony Fisticuffs, homie. Right? Fist to cuffs, homie. Belt to ass. Boom, boom. Belt to ass. Irony. Irony, I got, let's see what I got here. What do I got over there? Man. Got a Santísima Muerta right there. Can't really see it though. Here, what am I doing? Move the fucking computer, not the thing. Don't make me fucking get naked in here. Belt the motherfucking ass! What? This shit was hard whenever it was first finished. Y'all never really seen my ink, homie. Y'all want to see a bunch of negative ink? I got one of a kind shit. Nobody, whenever this belt was finished, it blew my, whenever my sleeve was finished, we went on a 4-month lockdown, homie, because this woman got stabbed in the neck. I'm going to do a because I found another YouTuber named, I can't remember the name, but I've got the video, and I know him, and it's stupid, his name's TJ. Actually, I know his name very, very well. He's actually a friend of mine that I did a bunch of time with, but I don't know his name off the top of my head. Views of a Go-Getter. Views of a Go-Getter. He is from Denver. Used to be ripping. if I remember right. Changed his life, turned his life around. Got out of prison. He did a bunch of time in prison and never went back. Just was like, yeah, I'm good on this, and just walked away. But homie's got a dope ass channel, and that's a solid ass white boy, homie. That's one of the only white boys I seen walk the line in the black car. He was part of the black car, undisputed. Nobody questioned him. They wanted him in the ride. That was the homie. They wanted him in the ride. Put it that way. That's one of the only dudes I seen walk with his head held high the entire time. He never wavered from it. He came in the door. He told him, I ain't a white boy. Miss me with it. And he stayed on that line the entire time, homie. The entire time. I'll give him that. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with white dudes running around black dudes. But I get it. You know what I mean? So, let's see. J Millie, what up, though? Sunset, I see you. I see you. Reckless. Good looking. Right? Irony fist of cuffs. Always. Weavis, you could jump up if you want. Anybody who's a decent human being could jump up if they want. And you know what the fuck I mean. If you notice, there's not a whole lot of whatchalls over here. Not a whole lot of trolls. I don't put up with a whole lot of that shit. It's mostly garbage. You know what I mean? You're not going to get a whole lot of fun out of me over here. Yeah. Let's see. Irony. Dia de Muertos. Yeah. Wesley Mitchell. Shout out to my channel members, homie. A bit more. Wesley Mitchell. Bigfoot. Vegas profile stories. Fucking, who else? Let's keep going. There's 6 of them. Hvitmore, Bigfoot, Vegas profile stories. Wesley Mitchell, Stephen Beath. There's one more. I'm missing one more. I should know it. Don't make me pull them up. I'm gonna have to pull them up. Y'all made me do it. You made me do it. Boom. Where that though? Let's see. Newest channel members. Let's see these channel members over here. Right here. Okay. We Was Wolves. That's who I'm missing it. That's actually one of the homies from my hood right there. Because my hood's from 13th and Wolf. I'm not sure which one of the homies from the hood that is, but that's one of the homies that's actually from my barrio. And that's why it's called We Was Wolves. I know that. And it says We Was Wolves, and then there's a little bitty picture of like a Yorkie or some shit like that. Oh, man, I finished my resume today, and I sent it off to my homegirl. She goes, this is fucking garbage. I was like, all right, that's how you gonna do me? Okay. Okay, so she's gonna tear my shit apart, but that's all right though. At the other end of the spectrum, I'll have a dope ass resume, but she's mad. This is what it is, right? This is what it is. She makes really good money. My homegirl makes really good money. The one with the other 2 Frenchies that I see sometimes. She makes really good money, and she knows that. That's the only thing she's really got me on. She knows I'm smarter than she is, right? It's kind of like a competition. We have a competition. And she knows I'm smarter than she is. But she can't. I hope she's listening to this too. But the thing is, though, she's got me. Because she's got that 15 years in the tech field actually working on a resume. And that's worth so much more than anything I can provide. It just is. There's no way around it. You know what I mean? She's making well over 6 figures, right? So she's clearly more profitable than me. She's more profitable than me. Her knowledge set is worth more than me. But she also knows that I'm smarter than she is. And she knows it's only a matter of time, homie, because I'm just going to keep working it harder and harder and harder. And she knows that eventually it's going to be, I'm going to catch up with her, right? So now, since she's got me right now, and I haven't caught up with her yet, she's just going to beat me over the fucking head with it. There's no way around it. She's just going to let me have it. She said this resume is fucking garbage. She said, I didn't know you were going to just send me a pile of fucking trash. I'm like, okay. All right. We got jokes. She's gonna tear my ass apart. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, who's back there? Militizo. Sorry, brother, I didn't see you. I was
Oh
BSing.
man, that's all good.
Yeah, I was BSing. Let me get you on here. Hold on. What up?
Oh man, chilling. I figured we might as well make a little bit of history. This is my first time up on your panel.
Yup. Facts. You right. What's going on with it? How you doing, brother? What about them Niners, though? What about them Niners,
Oh man,
though?
you already. Hey man, I be trying to tell people. But they just don't want to listen though.
Hey, McCaffrey come over the top on him, homie, like he running through the air.
MVP.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He just keep running. It don't matter. He just go vertical. He just run and
Man,
just go vertical.
hurdles.
He's clowning on him, dog. Who's gonna beat him, though? Who's gonna beat
And
him,
the boy a beast up that middle too. You know what I'm saying? He'll power you and then hit you with that finesse.
They showed him. He put what's his name? I don't know. They must got some sort of I can't remember the corner's name, but they got some sort of beef going on because they showed him he was running down the sideline and he stopped and just stiff like, I'm gonna make you pay for it, homie. There was no other reason.
Do.
No other reason did you just make him pay for it. Like, homie, stiff for him.
Man, that's what we do. That's what we do. And we about to do that again this Sunday night against Dallas.
Dallas ain't got it. We're not gonna go 16-0. Some team will get us. But it ain't Dallas. I don't think it's Dallas. Trying to think who's coming up. Philly.
You know what? To be honest, I think I don't want to see. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but for some reason we have the hardest time every time we play Baltimore.
Okay.
Every single time we have the hardest time playing.
Now,
and I think if we take an L, it'll be that one.
I haven't watched. I'll be honest. I just have a limited amount of time. I can't say that I've paid attention to Baltimore in a while. The last time I checked, they had a serious defense. Do they still have a serious defense?
Oh, yeah.
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 Okay.
I don't know what it is.
That's what I'm scared of. That's what I'm scared of is Brock Purdy, a real defense showing up and really putting some pressure on him. That's what kind of scares me. You know what I mean? If he gets hit a couple times, gets rocked a couple times real good, if the offensive line, you know what I mean? If they mess up, you know?
Yeah, because he did go up against Philly, and Philly took him out. So,
yeah,
he probably has that feeling like, okay, I got that hit that took me out. I ain't getting taken out no more.
Yeah. Imagine what he's feeling. Imagine what that dude's feeling, homie. He's a rookie, and he just inherited a monster. The whole team is just a fucking monster, dog. And all he's got to do is just basically play safe football. That's it, you know what I mean? Just play standard football. Go out there and play a game of football, and everything is just built around you. Dude, right. Ayuk went off for like 150 yards the other day. Nobody even talked about it. About it because what's his name? McCaffrey's hitting 200 a game. You know what I mean? So he's outshining everybody. Ayuk's hitting 150 yards, like 6 catches for 150 yards. And he's at the bottom of the stat sheet. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. But hey, he was coming though. He was coming, It's his time to shine.
Yeah.
And we ain't stopping until we get number 6.
Oh yeah, it's coming. Guaranteed. We've been flirting with it for too long. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Exactly. And the funny thing about this is we're not even the champs.
No.
We're not NFC champs. We're not world champs, and we have the whole league petrified right now.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying?
And if you think about it, just the Bay Area, homie, been cracking. San Francisco's got 2 or 3 pennants or 2 or 3 championships in the last decade.
Yep,
right?
3. Yep, 3 championships.
They got 3 in the last decade. San Francisco, the Niners, been in the running basically for the last 3-4 years. They're in it. Right. Golden State. You know what I mean? This is the Bay's time, homie. The Bay's time, dog.
And on top of that, I just found out the other day that we're going to have a WNBA team coming to the city.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Right there at the Chase.
Oh, in Sacramento? You talking about?
Nah, San Francisco.
San Francisco? Chase.
Yep.
The Chase Center.
Yep.
Chase Center? Is that what it's called?
Yep. Right there where the Warriors play at. It's the Warriors ownership group that's bringing it in.
That's where they play? That's where they play?
Yep.
Is at the Chase Center?
Yeah.
What do I remember a lot? I used to go to the Cow Palace a lot
Woo!
as a kid. Remember that? The Cow Palace?
The Cow Palace is lit.
Yeah. Lots of the shit you like. WWF, back whenever it was WWF. Lots of big trucks. You know what I mean? Big trucks like smashing shit. You know what I mean? The demolition derbies, big old mean ass demolition derbies and shit like that.
Weekend.
Yeah, my homeboy's dad would participate. He would get beaters. He would go buy old beaters, like from the 70s, get one for like $400 or $500, and fucking fix it up enough to just go boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just
really.
paint a number on that bitch, and we'd be out there. You know what I mean? Hell yeah. Because he'd let us, if he was going to take it to the Destruction Derby, he'd let us cruise it. We'd be out there in the fields and shit, running into shit, fucking with the vineyards out there, you know?
Yeah, for real. Man, real talk. It go down.
Yeah.
It go down. And then if you didn't want to do that, all you have to do is go right down the road and go right to the horse tracks and play some bets. I was a kid. I left California when I was a kid. I could never bet. Nothing like that. I went to the casino for the first time a couple years ago. Whenever I went back and because my mom worked in a casino my whole not my whole childhood, but like for like 5-6 years. She was a vault manager at a casino in Ukiah in Mendocino County. Okay.
So that was it was kind of a weird situation. Because I got to a lot of up close and personal with the reservation and the reservation and the casino, but I couldn't gamble at all. I go in there and eat and hang out because my mom was there, but I could never gamble. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Cali's very strict on that.
Hell yeah.
You know, even though every once in a while you can sneak in and probably get you a couple of games in, but you can't really do anything with it because you can't cash it in.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, and even if you do win, it doesn't matter. You can't. Yeah, you're just screwed. Really, you're screwed. You know what I mean? You'll never be able to cash it in. I've noticed that. They pay attention to that. Any chance they get to take that money back, they're taking it. Guaranteed. You know what I mean? And that's a reason. Yeah, because I've even seen people try to do the pass along. What's that?
I'll play, I win, but because you're older, you know what I'm saying, you go and take it in. And the way that they did it was they'll have somebody older sitting right next to them.
Yeah.
And make it look like they was playing.
I believe it.
But it's cameras everywhere. So as soon as you go to the thing to go cash out, they're gonna be like, hold on.
Yeah, you can't do nothing with it. You can't do nothing with it. It's stupid. Ric Flair, hey homie, I was all about it. I can remember, homie, that's all we used to do. All we wanted to do, if we was trying to have a sleepover, if we're gonna be honest, all we was trying to do was do WWF moves.
Yep. Facts. Jumping off of beds, couches. You know what I'm saying?
I was a big ass boy, homie. I was a big boy. I could suplex a motherfucker. At like 7 years old, homie, I could pick you up, full on suplex. Boom! You know what I mean? Hey, and they had fun with it though, because dudes could do all kinds of moves on me. They could do crazy moves on me. You know what I mean? Because I could lift you up. I could put you on my shoulders. I could do all kinds of shit, dog.
Man.
We have a great time, dog. That's all we. I swear to God, that's all we did. Whenever I was a kid, all we would do is during the day, whenever the sun was out, we'd be playing baseball, and then as soon as that went, as soon as we had to be inside, homie, it was WWF, dog.
Yep, exactly. and let me tell you this too. When they say that TV does not do them justice, I'm gonna tell you. I remember the first time that my dad had took me to go see a wrestling show.
Yeah.
We went. The first one we went to the Oakland Coliseum.
Yeah.
And the second time we went to the Cow Palace.
Yeah.
But when we got there earlier enough to see all the wrestlers pull in. So when they got out their cars and limos and all that, let me tell you what, Andre the fucking Giant, man, Hulk Hogan, Ravishing Rick Rude, Macho Man, man, all the greats, all the legends. I was just, man, you know, because I was 9 years old at the time, and I'm looking at these guys like, damn, I just seen you on TV like last week, and now I'm looking at you in person.
And they look crazy big too, huh?
Man,
huge.
Man, I'm 44 years old now, and I'm still like, woo. I'm still impressed by the size, because it's like, dang, you know what I'm saying? You could never think that that a human being could get that big.
The fools are monsters, dog. Monsters. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, Wanda, what up? Searching for answers. Let's see. Gibbs, I see you. There was a wrestling show from Sacramento that we watched. We had a Royal Rumble at my friend's backyard. We were in like 4th grade, and my boy that we had a Royal Rumble and his arm got broken. That was the end of those.
Oh. That was a shoot.
Yeah.
It was a shoot.
My homeboy got they did a DDT. One of the homies DDT'd him, and that fool ended up breaking his collarbone.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bigfoot,
but, you know,
what up?
That's the risk we all take.
Yeah, it happens.
You know what I'm saying? And they tell you, don't try this at home, but shit, we don't listen.
Yeah, hell no. That's all we was trying to do.
Shit, I got speared through a fence by a 340-pound man.
Yeah.
Like, but I was good though.
Yeah.
I was good because I knew how to take the, you know, at that time when we did it, you know, we were actually, you know, actually doing it. So I knew how to take the hits. You know, I had taken like a little small training.
Yeah.
You know, so I know how to, you know, tuck my chin down, you know, and put my arms out and do all that shit.
Yeah.
You know, because otherwise, if you don't tuck your chin and you just go straight back, oh, you gonna fuck your whole shit up.
Hell yeah. Oh, you gotta you gotta keep you want to keep your body and your head as close to their body as possible. Keep that motherfucker tucked, homie. You know what I mean? Whenever you're coming down, whenever everything's coming down, you gotta, because the last thing you want is for that neck to become loose and you fucking smack your shit. I don't know who's trying to act like it's fucking Dub in the background. That's not Dub. I know it's not Dub. I don't know who you are, but I'm not letting you in.
Yeah, we ain't doing none of that. Nobody's not thinking about him right now.
No, if Dub wants to talk, we can talk, but we're not going to do it with Jay Militant on. Jay Militant's first time on my channel is not going to be it's not going to be with Dub. We're not going to go there. We're having a great time. We're not going to go there.
Right. You know.
Man.
You know?
So
Yeah.
so I'm in this class, right? And I took this web development class, and I'm thinking it's like basic web design, web development, and web design. So I'm thinking it's like how to design the thing. This is full on coding, right?
Oh.
And I've never done coding before, but I said, fuck it. I'm going to jump in and see if I can do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing it, dog. I'm getting an A. Like, I'm even ahead. I got next week's assignment done. I started to work ahead, and I've got next week's assignment done. I think I really like this shit, this coding shit. It's not hard. It's weird, dog, because coding, it's like, there's no subjective, like, oh, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It's the fucking, either it's right or it's wrong. That's it. If it's wrong, the computer won't act right. That's it. There's no in the middle. You know what I mean? Yep. And I like it. I like it. I think I should have been doing. Hold on, let me see what the fuck my dog's problem is. Jack, what up?
All right.
Give me a second. Let me see what the fuck's
going on. Okay. We'll go ahead and look at these comments here. What up, everybody? What's going on? Hey, Surgeon, how you doing? Ha, the Boogie Woogie Man. Yeah, I remember him.
It ain't nothing. The water at my house is absolutely disgusting. There's something wrong. Every year, the city council, that's all they run on, right? That's like the main thing that they run on. We're going to fix the water, we promise. The water tastes like a bag of potting soil. Like straight dirt fucking potting soil. You know what I mean?
That's exactly how the water tastes out here.
Y'all too old to watch wrestling. What is this? I know you're not Dub. Get out of here, you fucking clown. I'm gonna ban you from studio because I know you're not Dub.
Yeah, this is the type of stuff I'll be getting all the time because I'm standing up for something and I'm not just gonna let anybody just say anything just because.
Well, me and Dub have a mutual level of respect and we understand each other. So Dub knows that he can just approach me respectfully and normal, and that we're on that level. You know what I mean? Me and Dub never really fell out with everybody. You know what I mean? I told him how I felt about the N-word and whatnot, and I stand by that. I have to stand by that. I can't try to get a master's degree while you're screaming the N-word on my channel, dog. I just can't. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. What if somebody finds that? What if they find that? What if the school finds that? They could kick me out of school for that. Saying that I'm endorsing that I'm platforming somebody screaming that shit. I can't do that. Yeah. You know what I mean? There's too much on the line.
Right.
You know, at the same time, I understand the racial politics, and I understand that there's a lot of good dudes that have political ink on them. There's a lot of good dudes, unfortunately, that are, you know what I mean? They grew up like that, man. It's just an extreme. It's the extreme other side. You know what it is. It's just the other side of a Black Panther. You know what I mean? Yep. That's all. It has to exist. If it didn't exist, then what the fuck are the Black Panthers doing? I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah. If Bloods don't exist, what the fuck are Crips doing? You know what I mean? And vice versa. And vice versa. Yeah. So
and that's the thing about me. You know, I've been down that road. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know, I was recruited by the Panthers at one point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was recruited by other, Black organizations. Sure. You know what I'm saying? I've been recruited by other groups that wanted to initiate me in their spiritual system, because they see me on Facebook. Mm-hmm. They see what I was talking about. They see what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? I stand on my own, and I tell the truth. And I don't speak just to be speaking. You know what I'm saying? If there's something important to speak about, I'm going to speak on that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to give my opinion on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if I live through it. I'm going to let you know what it is. Now, in the same manner, I don't like what they do on that side. There's things on the Panthers and other black organizations that they got going on. That's why I left that community. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's why I left the community as a whole. Because I'm not about to deal with a whole lot of shit that's just like, okay, y'all saying this about them, but what is y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not about to sit around and just, just because we share the same, a type of color or whatever, I'm supposed to just automatically rock with you. No, hell no. You know what I'm saying?
You want to know something that's funny? You know who the Proud Boys are, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, whenever the Proud Boys first started, they were started by that fool fucking Gavin McInnes. I don't know if you know who Gavin McInnes is. Gavin McInnes,
I know who he is.
He's funnier than fucking shit. Is he fucking a little bit racist sometimes, and does he rely on racist jokes? Yeah. But the dude's very funny. Very funny. Right. Very smart. Very talented dude. I like the dude, right? So whenever he started his little gang, that gang, here's the rules. You know how you get jumped into to Proud Boys? Yeah. It's a body session that lasts until you can scream the name of 10 cereals or something like that. It's just stupid shit.
What the hell?
Hey, dog, they started as something it was not supposed to be what it turned into. And I met up with these dudes in 2017. We used to go hang out. We would drink beer. We would talk about Jordan Peterson and just whatever was going on in the culture war. Just stupid shit. You know what I mean? Dumb shit that was going on. Because there was a lot of free speech stuff going on YouTube at the time. Alex Jones.
Oh, yeah.
That's all we would do. We would get together, I swear to God. And it was like, I was driving to the Springs to meet them, and after a while, it was kind of like, it was just some dudes to hang out with, but I've got dudes to hang out with up here. And I just kind of faded away from the situation. And then years later, they pop up and they're like right-wing fucking hate group, da-da-da-da. Homie, none of that had nothing to do with anything, dog.
Right.
I swear to God, we didn't do nothing but hang out and talk about whatever was going on fucking YouTube, dog. And drink and just talk about whatever, and talk about being good men. You know what I mean? That's all it was. Just talking about, working and making sure everybody had a job. That was one thing that they were on. Everybody's got a job, right? That would be something that they would bring up. Everybody's got a job in the meetings. You know what I mean? They want to make sure, because if you don't, we can hook you up. We could. You know what I mean? That's how it wasn't a bad thing at all, dog. And it turned into something fucking wild.
That's how it happens. That's how it happens.
Yeah.
Something that is good, then somebody it'll just catch on, and then it'll end up in the wrong position and turn into something completely different, and now you have a whole nother situation on your hands.
Homie, I could be in jail with them fools. Some of them fools are getting like 10 years in the feds and all some other shit. Woo-wee.
I'm good. Hey, let me ask you something. You seen what happened today up there at the Capitol?
No. What happened? What?
Well, Capitol? There ain't no Speaker of the House now.
Sacramento? You talking about Sacramento Capitol?
Nah, DC.
I don't know what happened. I didn't see nothing.
There's no Speaker of the House right now.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah, Matt Gaetz gave that fool the banana in the tailpipe.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that. Well, what do you? I kind of like Kevin McCarthy. Not because he's fantastic, but he's not bad. He's not bad. He tends to lean towards the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not be an asshole. He tries not to inflame things too much. I like the dude a little bit, but I like Matt Gaetz though too. Personally, a lot of people don't, you know, but he keeps getting caught up in sex scandals, but they're not really scandals. It's just that he be knocking bitches down. You know what I mean? Well, they act like it's a huge scandal, but there's not really nothing there. He just knocks a gang of bitches down and hookers and fucking. And it looks like he was knocking down some Chinese spies. He was, and they asked him about it. He was like, "Yep, hell yeah, I was knocking him down." He said, "I didn't tell him nothing, but I was knocking him down." Yep.
And that's the thing. They act like just because they're House members or senators that they're not supposed to have a life too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know.
Hey, well, that's like the short that I made. I made that short. I'm like, hey, homie, I'm sorry if your homies see you talking to the police and they automatically think like, oh, this fool telling, homie. Hey, homie, you should work on your reputation then. You know what I mean? Because if I'm talking to the police, motherfuckers know the information I'm giving them. You're probably not going to see me talking to the police. But if I am, the information probably ain't great. You know what I mean? It's not going to be accurate. And everybody knows that. You know? And it's weird to me that there's so much like, oh, you can't have zero contact with the police. And then, homie, I done talked myself out of a gang of situations. I can't imagine, homie, I would have caught more cases if I would have refused to talk to the police. I can specifically name a case, homie, where I talked myself out of a situation with a gang of dope in my pocket, right? And if I hadn't have been honest, at least a little bit honest, and been like, hey, these fools are super shit-faced. They were going to drive to the liquor store. I'm the only one sober, so I brought them, but I do not have a license. And you know what I mean? And I was able to talk my way. It took me like 10 minutes, dog, but we walked. I didn't get searched or nothing. I had my fucking cigarette pack right here with a gang of dope in it, dog. I was hit. Like pills and dope packaged up for sale. So I was knocked, homie. And I was able to talk my way out of it. So, I don't know. It's just weird to me whenever everybody's like, it's like nobody could be trusted. That's how they act. It's like absolutely nobody could be trusted. Homie, my reputation's good out here in the city. You know what I mean? So you might see me. I had to do a project last week with the FBI because that's what you have to do in grad school. There's nothing I can do about that. You have to. It's part of being a professional. But no, ain't nobody think I'm giving them no fucking information. You know? So I'm just saying, work on your reputation. If the very first thing they think is that you telling, work on your reputation, homie. Because I ain't never had nobody say that shit about me. You know what I mean?
And know how to talk, too. Know how to talk. Pay attention to what they saying, because they'll try to switch things up on you in the middle of the conversation. And if you ain't paying attention, next thing you know, you sitting there with cuffs.
Yeah.
Wrapped around your wrist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you better know how to talk. You better know how to pay attention. And like you said, work on your reputation.
Well, I've got here, as a matter of fact, let's do it live, homie. You want to look up my, what do they call them? DRs? That's what they call them, right? Your write-ups in the joint? You want to check them out? I haven't even went over them, dog. I haven't even went over them. I made a couple little shorts about them, but I actually got them. I've got all the assaults, all that shit, dog. And there's some interesting shit. Hold on. I'm going to fucking pull it up right now, and we'll go through some of these joints. You could tell, because whenever I first started, it was still paper. You would get a paper copy of your write-ups. It wasn't digital. So you can tell whenever the switch goes over because nobody transferred all the old information. It just says like assault. It's assault and where it happens. It's basically like what it shows you. But watch.
Okay.
I think I got to. So these are in my Gmail. Let me grab them real quick. Make sure. Yeah, that's the right one. Okay. Yeah, I just grabbed these motherfuckers. I got a gang of write-ups on me. I was a knucklehead, dog. COPD violations. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let's pull these bitches up.
Yeah, I was wild, but I was always moving around. I didn't really stay in like. If you see me for a second, that's the only second you was gonna get.
All right. Let's see. I don't know. Can you read those at all? They look kind of fucking small.
Yeah, it do look small.
Let's see. See if we can take us away. Let's see what it does. Let me see if I can, if we can zoom in on these bitches. No. How can I zoom? I can zoom. I know there's a command. Oh, wait, right here. Bam. Can you see them now at all? Did they get bigger?
Barely.
Let's go one at a time.
Okay, there we go.
One at a time? Okay, well, I got to go one at a time to be able to see them. So, let's go all the way to the bottom. Let's start at the beginning. That's me. Oh. All right. This is right away. As soon as I got there. Where's my water? This is a unauthorized possession. I was stealing something, and this is right away, right? Because I got there the day before my 19th birthday, which was April 2nd, 2002, right? So this if we look at the date right here, this is May 20th. So this is like 45 days into prison. I'm already stealing. And this is BVMC, so that's the minimum center. I'm still in the minimum center at this time. They started me off because I was just a kid. And I was non-violent, so they started me off at a minimum camp. But I fucked that shit off almost immediately. So this is unauthorized possession. They gave me loss of privileges. That's your, what you call right there. Your... what they give you, your punishment. Let's see what we got from here. Okay. Then here's the next one. Assault. 620. So that's a month later. Remember, we were just at 520. So within a month, I assault somebody. They give me 20 days. That's punitive segregation. Enforced in the hole. 20 days in the hole. Affirmed. I pled not guilty, means they found me guilty anyway. Let's see, this was
Could you try again?
okay, so here's the story. Here's the story with this one, right? So, I jump right in the mix. Dude comes up with a bunch of tobacco. They got a gang, homie. They're getting whole cans of Bugler in at a time.
Right.
So, I says, well, shit, I'll buy like $50 worth, and I sit on it, homie, because I don't smoke tobacco. I don't really like tobacco. I'm just going to sit on it, and I'll wait for everybody to run out. And then I'll fucking clean up, dog, $3 a stick or whatever, $2.50 a stick, 2 for $5, right? So I buy me a chunk, right? Sure enough, everything goes like it's planned. But the homie says, hey, dog, this is what you want to do. He said, take you a chunk of apple or a chunk of orange peel and put it in the tobacco. And it'll keep the tobacco fresh, and it'll actually give it like a sweet flavor. You know what I mean? It'll taste like the apple. I said, oh, okay. So I didn't even, he was like, but you want to do that to keep it moist, otherwise it'll dry out real bad.
Yeah.
I said, okay, cool. I didn't pay no attention to it. I'm a fish, a dummy. I want to do what I want to do. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want. not paying attention to what the old timers are telling me, that they're giving me this is good game, dog, but I'm not paying attention to it. So sure enough, I'm slanging this shit. I wait for everybody to run out. I'm killing it. And I look at it, and this shit is dried out. I said, damn, the homie was right. This shit is dried out. I said, and I had like 3 or 4 sticks left. I said, well, here's what I'm going to do. So I was in the bathroom looking at it. So I ran the water, and I reached over, and I put my finger in the water. And then I took my wet finger, and I rubbed it on the inside of the thing that I was holding it in, the piece of plastic I was holding it in. I just got it wet, and then put the tobacco back in there. Okay, cool. Didn't even worry about it. Didn't realize this was the wrong way to do this. This is a very wrong way to do this, right? So I continue selling the stuff. So now I sell the stuff, and this dude comes back and says, hey, homie, he says, that shit wasn't right. I said, what you mean? I'm out there playing handball on a handball court, actually. I'm playing handball on a handball court, and some other white boy comes running up to me. He gets in my face. He says, hey. And they don't really know where I'm at the time. It's kind of a weird situation. They're still not quite sure where I was going to land politically. So the white boys were still kind of like talking to me at this time. I think they still thought that they could woo me away from the Mexican gang. So they were still kind of acting as if they had some sway over me. But it was cool. It wasn't no animosity or nothing. You know what I mean? They were respectful about it. So this old timer runs up to me. He goes, hey, homie, you got some business to handle in the house. Homie, you can't be out here playing handball. You got something to go handle. I said, okay, well, what's good? They said that shit wasn't right. That shit that you sold Russell wasn't right. I said, okay, cool. So I shoot in there. I said, hey, man, what's up? And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, fuck, did I fuck it up by putting I'm realizing now, right, that maybe I fucked it up by not putting the piece of apple like the homeboy told me and using the water. It's starting to dawn on me like, oh, man, maybe this was a bad idea, right? So I go back to the one homeboy. I says, hey, dog, my bad. I know what I did. I'm a dummy. He shows me like this little piece of a roach of a cigarette that he tried to smoke. It's all fucked up. He was like, nah, it's just not burning right, dog. It's just sitting here smoldering. It's all fucked up. I was like, homie, don't trip. I'm going to shoot you your money back. Don't worry about it. Bet.
Right.
Cool. Not a big deal. It's only a couple sticks. It's like 4 sticks, homie. $3 a stick, $2.50 a stick. Something like that's not a big deal. Right? So he says, cool. So now I know I got to go make it right with Russell, right? So I shoot back over there to fucking Russell, and this fool like jumps in my face, dog, and he's like, I want my fucking money back right now, blah, 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 blah. I was going to give him his money back anyway, but now you jumping in my face in front of God and everybody, homie. Like, we out here in front of traffic. The black folks is looking, and fucking everybody's looking. You know what I mean? And you gonna jump all in my face? So it went from me ready to give him his money back to, homie, you could come get it. My room's over there. And so we went in there. He was like, okay, bet. So we shoot up in there. I take the shirt off. I run up in there. He comes in and starts copping deuces immediately. I don't want no problems, bro. Blah, blah, blah. It was weird. It was crazy. As soon as the door shut, he just started acting like a hoe. I was like, what the fuck? I swear to God. And I'm like, but what it was is he was trying to act like a hoe so he could like try to steal a bunch of shit. This fool grabbed like a bunch of hygiene off of my shelf, throws the door open, and takes off running down the hall. I'm like, what the
hell?
I'm like, what kind of shit is this? Right? So, yeah. So I go running out the door, and I'm running down the hall, and this fool, we got keys to our doors because it's a minimum center. So he's trying to get in the thing, homie. He's trying to get in the door. And I go running down the thing, and he realizes he's not going to get in the door by the time I get down the hall. So he turns around and squares up, and we just start going. Wow. And we're going. We're going a good little round, but we're in a hallway, in a small hallway, homie. And we lock up. We lock up, and I'm maneuvering him how I want him. You know what I mean? Right. And then I push off him, and I catch him. Caught him right on the temple, dog. And I leaned him back up against the only thing that was holding him up was the wall. He was up against the wall. Dog just rocked.
Yeah.
And all the stuff fell to the ground because all the stuff he was trying to hold whenever I rocked him. or whenever we had been fighting, whenever we started fighting, all the stuff went on the ground. So we're kicking this fucking hygiene all over the ground, right? So it's flying all over the place and shit. So I rock this fool, and then I grab all the hygiene up off the ground, dog. And whenever I look up, the cop's just sitting there staring at me. And all these fools seen in the write-up, was they heard a commotion, came around the corner and just seen me rock this fool and then take all his shit and walk off, dog. It looks like I robbed him, homie. So that's my...
Oh, damn.
That's my first write-up right there. That's my first real one. That was my first...
That's some cold shit right there.
That was like my first 60 days in prison, homie, like a dummy.
Woo!
You know what I mean? Like a dummy, dog, right away. Let's get to the comments. Let's see what's going on. Damn, some comments. What's going on? Non-stick is also known as Forever Chemicals. What kind of conversation you guys having? Non-stick spray? Are air fryers okay? Try cooking in stainless steel and cast iron, never non-stick or aluminum. Why? Is it bad for you, you think? You might be right. I believe it. You know what I mean? I believe it. So I got 17 write-ups like that. I got 17 of them bitches. With all kinds of shit. I got tampering with a security device, engaging in a riot. Watch you.
That sounds like my school record.
Let's see. Let's find engaging in a riot real quick. Hold on. Because you know what? Hey, homie, honestly, this is the thing, my homie. You know why people have a hard time understanding me? It's because I spent so many years in a joint, but then I spent so many years in college, homie. And they can't make the connection. They can't make the connection with somebody who did all the shit that I say that I did. You know what I mean? And the person that's standing in front of them, you know? Because I got a little bit of a polish whenever I speak to people and stuff, you know? Let's see. Here's another assault. Let's see. We're not going to get into those ones. I want to find engaging in a riot. Here's a theft from the kitchen, unauthorized possession, wrapped hamburger patties. This is the one where they say that I'm the hamburglar. Let's see. Disobeying a lawful order. Inmate Greg was found in somebody else's cell, which he had a verbal written warning prior for going cell to cell, being in people's cells. A lot of those. Let's see. Inmate Greg grabbed 2 ice creams from the tray slot and was ordered to return the ice cream, which he refused. I just punked him for some extra ice cream.
Hey, I ain't mad at you on that.
Let's see. Inmate had 2 needles canned with ink residue. Oh, tattooing. I was making soot. They caught me making ink. Inmate was not assigned to eat in the East Chow Hall, and so it looks like I doubled up. I went to one Chow Hall and then went to the other one and doubled up in the other Chow Hall. So, let's see. Offender was found guilty of engaging in a riot in front of West Chow Hall. This is in Ordway whenever I set off a riot. Unauthorized absence. Inmate claimed he went to the unit to see his case manager. He didn't know it would be a problem to go into somebody else's cell. I was in another unit. I fucked somebody up in another unit, and they caught me in the other unit, but they couldn't prove what happened. They couldn't. Right. All they knew is that they found me in this unit, and they were like, we know you fucking did something, but they couldn't prove nothing. Because the dude that I ended up fucking up went to yard immediately. I fucked him up. And his homies were like, just go to yard, fool, get the fuck out of here. Because they could tell I was stuck. Everybody knew I was stuck. So they told that fool to get the fuck out of there. So, but I still end up getting a write-up for it. It's disobeying a lawful order. Inmate was out of his cell when he was told to return. He was caught sliding an object into the door jamb. He refused to hand over the object. We used to set the doors so they couldn't keep us, so we could, because if we want to get a motherfucker or we want to come out, you know what I mean? So that was standard. If you could, homie, set your door. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So let's see. Disobeying a lawful order, interference with a search. Offender had a modified syringe. He attempted to flush it down the toilet. They tried to rush us, and I tried to flush that shit. They had turned off the water. They turned off the water before they rush your cell. It's like, fuck, I was busted.
Damn.
But yeah, so you see, I was a fucking knucklehead, dog. I was a knucklehead, homie. You know what's... It's fucking wild, but I'm going to go into each one of these. I'm going to make a video about each one of these. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I tried to tell him, homie. I tried to tell him. Even blood on the razor wire, you know that? Blood on the razor wire whenever I think he thought I was bullshitting, homie. Because apparently it's super easy to get your disciplinary reports. I didn't know that. And it was super easy whenever I finally found out what to do. You just got to email the right person. And
okay.
So I think Blood on the Razor Wire asked me and was like, "Whoa, you know, like you said all this shit. Do you have like any of your write-ups or anything?" I was like, "Nah, my homie. Honestly, I don't have anything like from my old life. I literally lost everything that I have. Nothing from my childhood. There's nothing left except for the stuff that I had a baseball card collection and my Magic the Gathering card collection, and even those are gone." So I literally have nothing from my childhood. There's nothing left. I lost everything I owned several times. And then the final nail in the coffin was all my time that I did in prison. Whenever I went home, they have you mail all your non-essential property home before you leave. And I put my shit and I mailed it. And whenever I got home, my mom was like, "There's a package over there for you." And I went and looked at the package. And it had my name on it, my name and address and everything. And I ripped it open, and it was somebody else's fucking package. It was their pictures, all their letters that they had been in prison with. Yeah, dog. So literally everything I had from prison is fucking gone. All my paperwork is gone. All my pictures, all the homies, all of that shit is... So that was like the nail in the coffin. I knew I didn't have anything left from my childhood. But now I literally have nothing left from fucking prison. I don't even have any of my hood pictures, dog. No hood pictures. Cool. The only hood pictures that exist to me are pretty much on the internet. You can find them on the internet. There's a couple, like a lot of the homegirls have them. You know what I mean? You'll see them pop up from time to time. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I don't have no pictures. I don't have none. all the pictures that I have on the internet is like after everything.
Yeah.
You know. So but hey, Gangish, I gotta jump off though.
Thank you, brother, for tapping in, homie. I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, for sure. I had to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do it. You know what I'm saying?
That was good conversation. We should do this again because we're the same. We're these '90s motherfuckers. I mean.
Right.
90s, early 2000 motherfuckers, dog. So we can find a million things to talk about, dog. I guarantee it.
Hey, they have no idea. Yeah. They have no idea.
Yeah. We can just talk about. We have a whole live about Jerry Rice and Joe Montana. You know?
Hey, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna be doing a live all about San Francisco.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk about the music, the culture out there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just how everything really goes down out there. Because, you know, there's a lot of misconceptions about the city. And, you know, people don't always, when they tell the story, you get like bits and pieces from like different parts. So I kind of want to group everything together and give everybody the whole enchilada.
Sure. That's a good idea.
You know what I'm saying? So like with like irony, me and him be, you know, talking about the city all the time, and you know, I'll tell like little bits and little stories and stuff. And like earlier, I was live. I was giving everybody a PSA. If you ain't been to San Francisco and you go in park and you're walking out on the street, make sure, first of all, if you're walking up them hills, just know by the time that you actually get to sit down, your legs might feel a little burned. And when you're crossing them streets, just run across the street. Don't even worry about them lights, because them cars is not gonna pay attention.
Yeah.
They're gonna run right through them.
It's fucking San Francisco, boy. I tell you what, it's changed a lot. It just even downtown, the park.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The park itself, homie, was like it was an experience. You know, like the homeless people were down there and stuff like that whenever I was a kid, but it was like an experience. You could go down there and chill, and there'd be like street performers and different shit. It's kind of a different animal now. They turned it into a different animal, dog. And they're starting to. We've got some Skid Row type shit popping up out here in Denver now. We've got some little areas, and what it is they're fucking. But the light rail stations is what they are. They're the train stations. The gangs have taken over the train stations, right? And so they've turned them into little encampments, and then they've taken over the train stations, and they know who's supposed to be there in the encampments. They're policing that shit. They're only selling their drugs out of there, and they're bad. Yeah. It's bad, and it's a bunch of little Skid Rows popping up all over the place, man.
Man, that's ugly.
They just spent $20 billion to build this fucking light rail for 20 years, for the last 20 years, and this is what they're going to do with it. They just got done with it, and this is what they're going to do with it. Use it to sell fentanyl.
That's crazy. That's
all
like
right,
wasting money right there.
Yeah. All right, brother. Thank you for stopping by, homie. I appreciate you.
All right, for sure. I'm going to catch you next time.
Yeah.
Peace.
Later. Grub Mud, you can jump up if you want. I never had Grub Mud on the channel either. We could do that. I'm going to start hosting a lot more people. A lot of people have been telling me, oh, you know, have this dude, have that dude. And it's not that I haven't wanted to. It's just my own dumb stuff, though. You know what I mean? I'm just, man, honestly, that coding was kicking my ass. But I just buckled down the other day. I was like, nah, homie, just get in that fucking book. I swear to God, homie, I read this book. Where's that book at? I read this motherfucking book, dog. I'm not like, it ain't doing, I ain't skimming pages. I'm not skimming pages, dog. I'm reading this fucking book, dog. Word for word, I've read probably half this book 3 times already. You know what I mean? That's how many exercises I've gone through. And I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to wrap my head around this whatchamacallit stuff, because I got another class starting in a couple days. What the fuck is this class called? I got another class starting in a couple days, so this shit's about to get more beefy. Advertising and marketing communication. That's the next class I'm taking. So it's about to get even more intense. I told myself, I said, man, I gotta buckle down, homie. I can't be behind. So I've been just going at it. By the time I get done, watch, I'm gonna read this whole book like 3-4 times. I'm just gonna keep doing all the exercises, because they provided these teachers are really cool. They provided literally exercises for every one of the things in this book, but the class doesn't cover everything in this book. So I'm just gonna do everything in this book by myself, and then I downloaded Dreamweaver too, because I already pay for Adobe, and Adobe seems to be a lot better than just Notepad, just the stupid shit Notepad I've been using. Adobe seems to be a lot more functional. Grub Mud's in bed. Jump on, Grub Mud. No, maybe another time, brother. Maybe another time. I appreciate you, my homie. I appreciate you being there. Just doing that. Yeah, coding is where it's at. And I'm starting at, this is the very first class I've ever taken, and it's a 600 level class, which means it's a fucking intense class. And they expect you to already know some things. That's what I had to wrap my head around. The fact was that, like, you know, normally you can do a little bit of skimming in a book. You can just look for the main articles, the main parts of the book that are important to the exercise. It's not like that with me, because I don't know anything about coding. I don't know anything. So I came to the conclusion I literally have to read every word in the book, dude, because I can't take any of that for granted because I don't know this stuff. So I just said, fuck it. I'm just going to read the book front to back, dog, and just... Yeah, I'm an Adobe master, homie. Not a master. I'm not an Adobe master. That's a lie. I'm an Adobe enthusiast. I got about 5 years of Premiere Pro under my belt. I got about 5 years of Premiere Pro, about 3 years of Illustrator. But I'm going to jump in with this Dreamweaver shit too. These are really good headphones, and they hold so fucking tight that they actually like rip the things out of my glasses. They rip the earpieces off of my glasses. Yeah, coders do make the most money. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see. I didn't even know this was a coding class, that this was a web development class. It just kind of was like, oh, this is a web development class. Cool. Fuck it, I'll take it. Let's go. And I didn't realize I would like it as much as I did. And so I actually emailed my the other day, my advisor the other day, and was like, is there any way, is there any possible way maybe I could, jump onto some more coding shit? Because I've got 2 more semesters. I won't graduate till the summer of 2024. That's whenever I graduate. So that's still 2 more semesters. That's still 2 more classes, 2 more chances to take web development classes. I would like to do that. I think that'd be really cool. Let's see. Adobe Suite is where it's at. As you get different certification and pay goes up. Yeah. Like right now, I just be starting. Basically, all I know now is like HTML, right? I'm just learning HTML. But yeah, then you keep getting those, and there's a gang of different languages. So it's not like there's a shortage of new shit that you can't. You just keep going and keep going and keep learning new languages and learning new languages. Premiere Pro is awesome. I use After Effects too. Yeah, if you got any questions, let me know. I got you. Let's see. Bookworm. I know, right? What are the border lines of your hood? And what's some hood landmarks like old school and new school? Well, my hood my hood was West 13th Street, and we actually 13th Street is in it's not an alley, it's like a creek, right? It's a creek. Well, they ended up building a light rail on the creek. So my neighborhood, from where my gang is from, has actually become way more dangerous than it ever was whenever my gang was there, whenever my gang really ruled the place. And the reason why is because it's basically, my hood is now where one of those light rail stops is. That's literally stops right there on 13th. The light rail runs. That's where our hood was the creek, 13th up through Villa Park, right? Because the creek runs between, 12th and 13th. On one side is 13th, the other side is 12th, right? Or maybe even it's 11th, and then the creek acts as like 12th. There may not even be a 12th right there. I'm trying to think. No, there is a 12th, because I lived at like 1250 one time. I lived at 1250 Xavier, so there has to be a 12th right there. So it's 11th and 12th. The creek runs between 11th and 12th, and our hood was on 13th. But yeah, it's become way more dangerous now because of that, because of the fentanyl, and because there's all these fucking zombie people. We didn't have homeless people like that back in the day in Denver. It wasn't like that, where you had like shanty towns and shit like that. The homeless people, what they would do is they would stay out of sight. Mostly, they would find ways to stay out of sight. They wouldn't just park or just camp in the open like this. This is new. You know what I mean? Homeless people like had some shame back in the day. They would do all kinds of shit. I know a dude who was a Marine, an ex-Marine. Well, not an ex-Marine. He's just a retired Marine. And that fool's all blown up from the war. And all this fool does is he's honorably retired, but he just cannot get his shit together. So instead of even trying to get his shit together, that fool just lives rough in the community, But he goes to 24-hour fitness and takes his little shower every day. And what he does is he finds ways to like he climbs on top of buildings, and you know what I mean? Like he just kind of lives all over fucking Littleton. It's weird the way that he does it. It's kind of cool. He just kind of sleeps rough. He's not really homeless. And that's, you used to see a lot more of that. You know, the homeless people would find ways to exist, find little places where they can camp out and stuff like that. Now they're just like, fuck it. They just plop it right there on the fucking sidewalk, and they're like, fuck it, you know? Those are the laziest of the bums. They can't even, you know, like at least get out of the way a little bit. They're like, nah, fuck it. I got a panhandle right here. You're just gonna live where they panhandle, I guess. I don't know. I get yelled at for calling them bums. You're not supposed to call them bums anymore. The school people yell at me. There will always be work for people doing coding now and in the future. Yeah, I know. And I really feel like I really should have jumped on it before. Well, the honest truth is I tried to teach myself a while back, and it's kind of hard to teach yourself. It's kind of hard. This book would have been better. This book would have helped. But I did try a while back to teach myself, and it didn't work. But that's all right. Boom. Can you read code? I can read HTML. That's about it. Grubmud got, for what? For 100,000? Is that the plaque that you got? Did you get 100,000 subs, my homie? That's tight. Them whatchalls are fucking... You're doing the shorts, right? Yeah. Good job, dog. Good fucking job, man. It's dope. It's dope, Grubmud. It's dope. Hell yeah, I still collect Funko Pops. I was just wiping them off this morning. The ones I got in the front room, I was giving them a good dusting this morning. Yeah. And then you want to, like, if you've got them on something that has paint on it, that paint will actually transfer because of the moisture in the air. So what you want to do is if you've got Funkos, like once every couple weeks, just move them. Just like kind of, and you'll hear them kind of peel off the paint a little bit. But if you leave them there forever, they'll end up actually ripping the fucking paint off the whatchamacall. So it's just kind of part of caring for your Funko Pops. If you don't have them in protective protectors, double protection, double bagging it. Yeah, if you don't have the double protection, you just want to move them just a little bit to make sure, break that seal on the paint so that it doesn't rip off. They'll do that to themselves too. If you store them together, you want to put things in between them because the ink on the side of them will actually adhere. And then whenever you pull them apart, they'll fuck up. You don't want to do that. Oh, yeah. You got the 100K. That's tight, mommy. I'm happy for you. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight. I appreciate you guys. From gangs to grad school, homie, this is how we getting it done. I'll do the work. You guys support the channel. Just watch the channel, homie. Super chats, whatever. However you can support a motherfucker, just do it, and then I'll do the work, homie, and then eventually we'll get a PhD. How about that? And we'll be like, we got it together. I don't even know what it's going to do. What am I going to do with it? What am I going to do with it? Well, ride the wave? Is that what I'm going to do with it? Just ride the wave? Ride the wave. Just ride the wave. Just, bounce, 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 bounce. Chicka, chicka. They go up and down like the stock market? Absolutely. Right now, homie, you could get some amazing deals on, sports cards. Right now, the bottom is falling out of sports cards in many ways. And it's always whenever it's off season, right? So when if you want to buy basketball cards, now's whenever you want to buy basketball cards, whenever they're not playing basketball, right? Football right now, you see people, like Tua's Tua's are skyrocketing right now. Brock Purdy had a couple good games, and that fool's cards went through the fucking roof, right? So you want to steer clear of buying football cards during football season. You always want to buy during the off season, but right now, because of what's going on, everything that's going on, you don't want to do that. You want to buy in bulk right now. You want to buy in bulk, and you can get a lot of really good sports cards for really cheap right now. The price has really fallen out the bottom of sports cards and collectibles right now. Not bad. It's not horrible. It's still there. They're still worth a lot. People still love sports. It's just that what it is there's a lot of people that invested that are now in tight situations that have really dope-ass card collections, and they're having to sell for way cheaper than they actually wanted to sell for, is what we're starting to see. You know what I mean? I wish I had more money to buy packages of what's called, but I'm as broke as the next guy right now. But I was tuning up this resume today. I need to get me a big boy job. As soon as I can get me a fucking tech job, dog, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a beautiful thing. We're gonna do something special. It's just right now, I just don't have enough money coming in because the city is expensive as fuck, and gas is expensive as fuck, and everything is fucking expensive as fuck. The city's crazy, but they do pay you well. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? I make $25-26 an hour, right? I'm not rich, but that's it's okay money, right? But not out here in Denver. It's just as out here. It's like a step above. You know, I'm basically like a step above fucking day labor, or something like that. You know, like day labor out here is making like 20, 21, 22, right? So I ain't doing much better than day labor, put it that way. Even though a lot of people hear that, they say $25 an hour, $26 an hour. You know, they feel like that's a good wage. Well, at one time it was, but this fucking city, boy, tell you what, not if you want to live and like do stuff and like take women places and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, good luck. Iceman was taking booties? Hey, homie, I don't care what anybody talking about. I seen gay motherfuckers from every hood, dog, taking butt. And I seen people get taken off of hoods too for fruiting off. You know what I mean? You get yourself. I seen them Serenos. I tell you what, homie. Them Serenos, homie, they catch you fruiting off, homie. It's mandatory. They gotta put holes in you. It's a mandatory period. You gotta put holes in them. They gotta have holes in them. You don't have to end them. They don't have to end their life, but you gotta air them out if they get caught fruiting off. Imagine get caught fruiting off like fuck. God damn it. This was gonna stab me. Pokemon cards are money, and I have some Pokemon cards. Not even close to as many as sports cards, but I do have some Pokemon cards. I'll be a supervisor one day. Thank you. Colorado's gone up crazy. The price of everything's nuts, dude. The price of everything's fucking crazy out here. Iceman from 40s is a booty bandit. When did I notice the increase? I got a stark increase whenever at the height of all this bullshit, the person who owned the building that I live in sold it, right? And so my rent went up right there like $140. And then from there, he wanted to tear down the garage in the back. So he was like, you can't use it for storage anymore. I'm sorry. Well, I had a whole storage shed full of shit back there from over the years because I've been here for 8 years, right? So then I had to go pay like another $140 for a storage shed every month. So not only did my rent go up $140, my fucking storage went up $140, so my rent went up $280 goddamn dollars like that over the pandemic, right? So it was that mixed with gas, mixed with whatever gas went fucking haywire, that, and then never really came back down. Like it came down a little bit, but nothing like whenever Trump was around. You know what I mean? None of that $2 stuff. They don't like that anymore. You know what I mean? It's going to be $3 to start now, basically. So that's whenever I really noticed the increase. I knew it was going to come. You know what I mean? It wasn't even that, like, I knew it was going to come. As soon as, because whenever you see those gas prices, it's just like, this is going to hurt. Over time, this is going to hurt. If that gas doesn't come down, you know? I'm just glad I've been able to make a decent enough recovery on my, a decent enough recovery on my knee, because for a while there I couldn't even work a job on my feet, but I'm all the way up to working like basically a 40-hour week again on my feet. You know what I mean? Which is bad for my weight that I wasn't, because I've always worked on my feet. I've always been, you know what I mean? Like I'm going to school because I don't want to be working on my feet when I'm 60, but I'm really not ready to start working on my feet now. I do like to, you know what I mean? I like to run around and move. I'd like to be more of a supervisor and less of a grunt. You know what I mean? But, you know, but I do like being on my feet. I'm not a huge fan of sitting down a lot. Boom. Let's see. It's crazy where I'm at now. They pay $12.50 and up. In 5 minutes across the state line, they're paying $8.50 and up. Like, who can live on? Yeah, $8.50. There's a minimum wage in Denver of $15. So you can't pay anybody less than $15 in the city of Denver, period. You can get away with it a little bit outside of the city. But nobody's going to work for it, because day labor out here pays 18 to 20. You know what I mean? So you will see the occasional job posting for like $11.50 an hour or some shit like that, but no. How do I think S-Bone died? I don't know about that. I can't really speak on exactly. Like, I made my video that I think Cowboy has some responsibility in it. But as for who actually did it or is responsible, that's above my pay grade. I couldn't even. I would just be guessing at best. It would just be a guess. I don't fucking know. Oh, I mean, it would surprise me. It would surprise me if they were efficient enough to set something up that quick. If his own homies had moved on him that quick over that paperwork stuff, that would really surprise me. That the wheels would turn. Not that they're not that organized. I'm not saying that. But that's just a move that... it would be such a harsh move. Such a harsh move. To be meted out so quickly. That it just doesn't... Maybe I'm wrong. But...
Interesting question.
What the fuck? This watch is over here listening to me, man. Damn, it's already 12. It's already midnight? I didn't even know. Damn. I think here they got management at like Starbucks or In-N-Out Burger at like 25. Yeah. They got me at, I make, my base rate is 20, but we get these pool tips. They get paid out every pay period, and it's been consistently an extra like $5 to $6 an hour is what it comes out to. I get a $300-400 bonus pretty much on every check, plus $20 an hour. I make my $20 an hour standard rate plus like a $300-400 bonus every check. So it comes out to like 25, 26. You know what I mean? That's at least what it's been. I've only been with this company for I don't know, maybe 3 months. I'm liking it though. I like their little bonus program thing. That's what they said. They said, listen, they said, this is how it's set up here. Is if you come in and you work and you stay with us, it pays off. He's like, but you got to stay with this. You know what I mean? Stay with this, consistent, and da-da-da-da-da. Because my boss is the owner of the company. So I got direct access to that fool, and he gets to see me working. He knows I'm a good worker, and I'll take it. Just make sure that bonus is fat, and I'll work my ass off. Bonus has been good so far. I'll take a nice bonus. Shit. Oh, yeah, I didn't realize it was so damn late. HFTL, what up, though? What up? I need some weed. Where the hell is the marijuana? Where's my fentanyl bong? Let's see. Oh, here's the weed. Oh. I'm gonna do a fentanyl hot reel. Hold on. Make a fucking nice. It's about time to go get a new ounce of weed. Oh. I've been smoking on this ounce for a minute. I got this with Conrad a couple weeks ago. Like almost 2 weeks ago, I've been smoking on it. Me and Conrad got it together. What up? Richie Poe, I see you. Thank you for stopping by, my homie. Jordan, you as well, my friend. Damn, this thing ain't smoking for nothing. Hold on. Gotta get the knife. Richie Poe. HFTL. It's good to see you. It's always good to see you, my homie. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate you being you, my homie. You know? That's all. Being you. Gary Gibbs, what industry are you working in now? She asks. I am in the I do banquets. I do corporate banquets. A lot of tech companies, like high-end tech companies, law firms, big companies like Google and shit like that. You know what I mean? Big corporate catering. A lot of weddings. Do a lot of weddings too. So that's why they get large tips. You know what I mean? Because they'll tip like 10 or 15% of the bill or whatever. But the bill's like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000. So all that shit just goes into this big tip pool at the end of the month, and then however many hours, you know what I mean, they give you for that. But I'm trying to move into something. I need to move into something more professional. I updated my resume today and I sent it to my homegirl for her to look over it. And she was like, this resume's trash. She was like, do it again, fool. So she gave me a bunch of stuff to change on it. So then I got to do that and send it back. And I'm sure she's going to talk a bunch of shit again. But that's all right. She's a smart girl, though. I'm sure she's telling me the truth. The things that she's telling me are true. You know what I mean? She knows what she's talking about. So I'll take it. She was like, this is garbage. I was like, fuck. All right. My bad. My bad. Boom. Happy birthday. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. No plans. Sleeping it away. Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do it, Wanda. That fucking sleep, I'm telling you, homie. That sleep is just the calling card of fucking depression, my homie. It'll call you. That bed, it wants you. It wants you to not do anything. You got to get off. You got to get that depression off you. And I'm speaking from I'll speak from my own situation. I had to get that depression off me. I had to get that demon off me. I could feel it. 8:30 in the morning, laying in bed like a fucking bum. The fuck up. Like a straight bum. knowing damn well you went to sleep at like 10:30. What are you doing in bed at 8:30 in the morning? Fuck up. I can't stand depression. I mean, depression's horrible. I've been lucky not to suffer from it that much, but I've seen the people in my life suffer from it very badly. And I've seen the warning signs, and I know I know what you got to do whenever it starts getting you, whenever it really starts, that bed starts calling you and that depression starts. You have to start, okay, get your routine together, and then you got to like start doing like you got to set up a couple days where you're nothing but productive and just go through the motions and get that shit done. And what it'll do is, if you set a bunch of little goals, right? Because human beings are goal-attaining creatures, and whenever we achieve a goal, we actually get a little hit of a dopamine, right? And this is why the bigger the goal, the bigger the hit of dopamine. This is why we feel so good when we win a championship. It's why it feels better to win a championship than it does to win just a game, right? It's because there's so much more dopamine attached to the championship because it's a bigger goal. So the bigger the goal is that we have, the bigger hit of dopamine we will get. Well, dopamine actually gets us high, right? And so what you need to do to get out of that funk is you got to set yourself up a bunch of little goals and attain them. And those little hits of dopamine will counteract the depression. They're the chemicals that are causing the depression. And that's the way, for me, I can speak for myself and say that's the best way for me to work myself out of my depression, is I have to set a bunch of little goals and then achieve them and remind myself, yeah, you're not fucking worthless. See, you can do things. If you set up goals, you can accomplish shit. You know what I mean? And actually get shit done if you structure your day right. You know? And so that's how I feel about that situation. That's a Gangish take. Anytime I see you, I got it. Oh, thank you, brother. I appreciate you. That's good shit. That's good shit. Yeah, I try to keep the riffraff out, dog. I'm not a huge fan of, you know what I mean, the ignorance, dog. You know, if you can't offer something positive, I mean, what do you know? Yeah, hit that like button. Oh yeah, please, if you can, please. I appreciate you. I need to. I don't know how all my banners got messed up. I was just looking at that. All my banners got messed up. And I'm not sure. It's actually, I do know why it is messed up. It's because I stopped paying for StreamYard. And honestly, because I kind of figured out OBS, and I might just start streaming on OBS. OBS has made a lot of changes, and it's actually kind of dope now. And you got a lot of control. So I might just start streaming through OBS. I'm not sure. But then again, I kind of like my songs and stuff that are loaded in here. I don't know. Yeah. I have a pic you need to see of my Christmas tree. One limb. It's crazy big. Richie Poe kicks ass at resumes? Does he really? Man, you should fucking help me, Richie Poe. I need a big boy job. I swear to God I could do the work. The problem is that I got that fucking criminal record, and I'm kind of rough around the edges anyway. I can at least hide my tattoos, though. I don't. You know what I mean? I didn't get a bunch of stupid shit all over me. That's one of the reasons I never did. Because I was always a criminal. I was like, what are you guys doing? I remember whenever all the homies started getting tattoos on their fucking hands and on their neck. They started getting their neck blasted. And all I was thinking is like, what are you guys doing? Like, we're supposed to be criminals. We're not supposed to fucking... Like, that's what I thought in my head. I was like, homie, we're supposed to be fucking crooks. So you want to get away with stuff. What are you guys doing? Like, I understand the tattoos. I'm sleeved up. But everything I've got, I can cover. And I did that on purpose. Because I was like, hey, guys, we're playing cops and robbers here. That's how I saw it. Like, we're playing cops and robbers, guys. What the fuck are you guys doing? You guys are showing them. You're telling everybody that you can't be trusted. Like, I want to go in the store and steal. I plan on going in the store and boosting. I can't have the hood blasted on my fucking face. They're going to be watching me. as soon as I walk in the fucking store. Dog, it's stupid. You know what I mean? I remember it didn't used to be like that, where everybody was all struck up. Maybe you get a little teardrop if you killed somebody or something like that, or somebody really close to you died, got murdered or something like that. You get a little teardrop. But all this madness that they do now, that shit is crazy. That shit's for the fucking Mother Salvatrucha fools. Yeah. I go for a walk, feed the birds. That's a good thing. Yeah, I go for at least a walk every day with my dog. I take my dog to the park and I walk. I get at least a good 2-3 miles in every day just for my own sense. Just because, you know what I mean? We're supposed to walk. Human beings are supposed to walk. You know? Yeah, it does suck, Wanda. I know. Like I said, I can only speak for me, the shit that worked for me. And I understand that some people have it much, much worse than others. And I've never been one to stress on it all that much. But I know it when I see it. I know it whenever I don't want to get out of bed. Right? Because if you have a monetized YouTube channel and you have a full-time job, there's always something you could be doing to make money. And whenever I would rather lay in bed than get out of bed and make money, that's depression. There's nothing else keeping me there. It's depression. You know? I know what it is, and I nip it in the bud right away. You know? It gets me at times, I'm not gonna lie. You're cool people, Wanda. I'm sorry you go through that, but I understand. I don't think my brain makes dopamine. Need to start with achievable goals. I know if my fear of failure kicks in. It does. It does. Yep, it does. You do got to start with even small goals. Sometimes my goals will be just to, like, you know, get my project done and get the dog to the park and get him for a walk, you know, because that's what I try to do every day. I'll say, okay, I want to at the very least today, I want to get the dog to the park, I want to take him on a walk, and I want to get myself to the gym. And if I can at least do fucking that, these are small goals, and then tomorrow I can stack something else on. You know what I mean? I can try to get some homework done or something like that, or maybe try to get some homework done today or something. I tend to just barrel through the fucking homework. I just attack that shit. I could be super depressed and I still just... Because that shit is just like, you gotta fucking do it, dude. I can't fuck around. I can't. I've come too far, and then the government's giving me all this money to you know what I mean? To get this fucking master's degree. I can't fuck it up, dude. So it's like not even an option. Just fuck, suck it up, pussy. Cry about it later. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I see it. Cry about it whenever the fucking degree's over, pussy. Shut up. You've been writing poems. Poems are very, it helps people process. You know what I mean? It's good. You should do that. That's a good thing, Wanda. Yeah, please, Richie Poe, please. I think we're connected on Instagram. If not, get at me, Gangish5555. I'm pretty sure we are, though. If I remember right, we're already connected. I used to write all the time. Then I stopped, and the other day I pulled a notepad on my phone and went crazy with it. Yeah. The tree is purple. Does your hood have any park, stores, or apartments? Yeah. There's actually, if you can look it up on Google Maps, there's all the apartments on the corner of 13th and Wolf, which is where my hood is from. There's a bunch of apartment buildings all over the place right there, and some of them have actually been condemned, and they had to fucking like redo them because they were bad. And that whole kind of area, it's a riverfront. Not a riverfront, like a creek front area. because the whole kind of neighborhood just ends right there. And then the creek and the light rail, and then the other side, and that's another part of the west side that you can't get to. There's only a couple access points to it, and we were one of the access points. Our little neighborhood, Villa Park, we were one of the access points to the other part of the west side. So that whole area, I have no idea. My phone keeps recording everything. This is fucking weird. Not my phone, excuse me. This watch. This watch is beat to shit. My dog's teeth have just destroyed this watch. But I swear to God, every time I open this phone is recording everything that I'm saying. I don't know what the fuck this thing's problem is.
One can't know.
I don't trust this fucking watch. But yeah, my whole neighborhood is kind of like it's a whole set of apartments, and there's some projects there. And so those projects are where the Bloods are, the West Ridge Bloods, what they call the Ridge. And that's where they ended up rooting, which is right down the street from us. But yeah, so there's a bunch of projects right there on a hill that is called the Ridge. And then there's a bunch of apartments all surrounding that area of 13th and Wolf. Then that was our little shit. And through hell, still dreaming. That's good, Wanda. That's good, Wanda. That's good. In the world of Call of Duty, they play, no matter if you're straight or gay. Who plays? Yeah, I don't think anybody cares. If you're straight or gay in Call of Duty. Wesley Mitchell. Anyway, my friends. It's almost 1 a.m. About to call this bitch a night. I thank you for tapping in. You guys are awesome. I'm fucking exhausted, man. I'm stoned though too. I can't complain. But Jesus, I'm fucking exhausted. Anyway, thank you, my homies. I'm about to lotion up. A little bit dry and itchy. Those things help. They help a lot. The babies help a lot with depression as well, Wanda. You know what I mean? But yeah, it was a good live. I'm glad that Jay Millie stopped by. That was a good conversation. That shows me that, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times, Jay Millie be having crazy conversations. But that just shows me that he's just going to pick up whatever vibes you know what I mean? If you shoot cool vibes at him, he's going to shoot cool vibes at you. I like that. I mean, he's always been cool with me, but, you know, some of his lives go crazy. I guess maybe it's the crowd that he kicks it with. Some of that crowd's rough, homie. But anyway, thank you, my friends. I appreciate you for stopping by. I'll see y'all later. Do 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 do.